So, dann machen wir wieder live. Attacke. So. Mein letzten jetzt ja nochmal ein bisschen den Sun-Clan weitergemacht. Und zwischendrin mal noch in der Kampagne offline mal weitergeschaut. Mal ein bisschen das Schicksal geändert und so, was ja jetzt hier ging. Was recht interessant wird. Wir werden schon wieder eine Kampagne wechseln müssen. Ich habe zwar eigentlich das nochmal nachgeholt. Und es kann sein, dass das mit den Jan Schuh, was war? Ne, doch. Jan Schuh, so hieß er ja. Nochmal neu machen muss. Ich glaube sogar. Ja. Komm, sogar. Komplett von vorn. Aber. Soll jetzt nicht das Problem sein.
Cao Cao rose above his many rival.
Nochmal vorn. Ja. Spiel? Nee. Danke.
I've handed the Imperial Seal over to Yuan Shu. Your father gave his life to protect it. I have to admit, I don't... Now we've gotten back what's important. Our freedom, our pride, and our comrades. Losing all that made me realize that without power, you can't protect anything. That's why I want to establish a domain here in Jiangdong, as a place where we can grow strong enough to protect what we cherish. I know we still have a long road ahead of us, but will you stand by me all the same?
You don't even need to ask. Indeed, our resolve is as hard as iron. As vassals of the Sun Clan, all of us are ready to follow you to the very end.
That's good to hear. I'm glad to have found some...
By the way, brother, I haven't seen Shang around.
Our sister should be returning soon enough, along with another ally.
Who might that be?
We're here.
Ah, good.
So, you're willing to fight alongside us. That's good to hear. We're glad to have someone as to...
That should be everyone.
Yes, it's true that we're starting over from nothing. But with all of you, I know we can accomplish our goal. I will do my best in whatever way I can. But I'm also counting on each of you.
Lord Huanggai, Lord Shangpu, everyone's back again.
Time has come for the Sun to rise up again, with the wind at our back.
Also auf jeden Fall machen wir schnell einen Durchlauf. Da kann ich das jetzt eigentlich überspringen. Klar. Im letzten Stream haben wir es ja gemacht.
We two serve as the fangs and claws. What's this? Why, it's quiz time.
Also einfach bloß so als Schnelldurchlauf. Dass ich das hier Beste fix mache. Bei Johann Schuh tue ich nochmal das alles farmen.
Well,
Können wir mal schnell vom Nobel was leveln. Aber nichtchen. Nee.
Let's begin.
It is I, Sun Shang, the Bow Maiden.
We can do it. This is but the first step on our journey to creating our own kingdom. The enemy is ready and waiting in a strong defensive position. Our first move should be to make small incursions to see how they react. Time to advance! Try all you get. You won't break through our defenses so easily. The enemy officer has been defeated. Halted their advance. Scum. Now, flank them from the north and south. They're using barricades to block our advance. The enemy officers has been more or less as I expected. All troops, mobilize to engage the incoming enemies. Drive them back and then use everything we have to take their bases.
This is how you do it.
I will keep the vanguard at bay. You may fight without fear of a blade to the back.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this!
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go. And open. Counterattack. An opening. Looking rough. This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. And open this. Looking rough. Killing the advance. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Perfect plan fail. An uncommon display of skill from anyone else. From you, I expect it.
An opening. Looking rough. Time to act. An opening. Take this. Looking rough. This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is not working out. Is my training not enough?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
From behind. Begin advancing.
This territory
Back somehow.
is ours.
Now, it's our turn.
An opening. Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. Looking rough. Looking rough. Let's go.
Get ready. We're moving to take Liu Yao's place.
I'll give this all my
The enemy officer has been defeated.
My power alone is
Insufficient for a comeback.
I was just thinking of you. And now, you've come to help me.
Here it comes!
Lord Zhongyi, I have arrived. Together we shall repel the invaders. Left to his own devices, Sun Tzu will surely move to take Jiangdong. We must stop him here. How to act. Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good. Looking rough. You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Bring them down. All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated. All my might. This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough.
Let's go.
So you've come. Sorry, but your help is needed here. Looking rough.
Let's go. An opening.
Looking rough.
I see it. All my might.
Looking rough. I know how to get the job done. Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
Charging straight in from the front! You truly are fearless. This looks like a venture worth joining. Together, our spirits will rush over them like a great flood.
Oh!
Time to advance!
Ehi, ti palessa.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. I will continue to fight without complaint.
Just force your way through. You will die regretting this foolish mistake.
You've got some real guts. That's exactly what I like about you.
Take this. All my might. How could I? The enemy officer has been defeated.
Ja,
Stood a chance. Did I? Open the gates. Nicely done. Your final fight, Chang'e. Gotcha. Choosing solitude on the battle would also be good. The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening. Making my way up.
Looking rough.
An opening. The enemy officer has been defeated.
You've done very well. It's good to know I can count on you.
Just don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Let's end this. This territory is ours. The enemy officer has been defeated. When did Sun Tzu's forces gain such strength? Let's warn Lord Liu Gao immediately. We did it! This is our first victory!
So, wollen wir noch die anderen Typen klatschen? Nochmal fix. Bevor sie sich zusammenschließen, zum Beispiel die große Streitmacht. Und dann kommt Johans Schuh dran. Und da war der Schuh draus. Und nicht so Yu benutzt.
My wisdom shall bring victory to us all.
We can do it!
Let's go.
Go!
We defeat Liu Yao. Then we lay the foundations for our kingdom. Rally your resolve. To battle!
Tai Shi Tzu is an officer to watch out for. The word is that Liu Yao isn't using him to his full potential. This is the weakness that we will exploit. We will attack them not in body, the enemy but in mind. Has been defeated.
An opening.
Take this!
Easy. But you gotta be quicker.
Medic! Take this!
The enemy officer
Such great
has been
strength.
defeated.
Pulling back for now.
The enemy's assault is relentless. Why won't Lord Liu Yao send more Tai Chi Tzu out to the front lines?
The enemy officer. It seems Liu Yao does have a plan for Tai Shi Tzu, after all. Holding him back will make the defenses very hard to break.
Situation.
The enemy officer. The front lines have been defeated. Tai Shi Tzu. Focus all our forces on taking enemy bases. Now, advance!
Let's go!
I am under strict orders to guard this position, but I refuse to watch any more of my allies fall.
Apologize to Lord Liu Yao after the battle.
Looking rough right now. We must move swiftly to aid the others. Forward march!
Good. We have drawn out Tai Shi Tzu. Now is our chance to take the critical position it was guarding. The enemy officer. We must march swiftly and avoid any unnecessary fighting along the way.
Begin the advance!
The
Begin the
tide of
advance!
battle is even again. Now it's time to overwhelm them with our might.
So that's Tai Chi Tzu. To be a cut above the rest. I should be the one to handle this. Everyone, stay back and be on your guard.
Natürlich war in die falsche Richtung gefahren.
Lord Tai Shi Tzu is on the move. The enemy officer leader, Lord Sun defeated.
Let our blades clash to decide a victor.
So it's to be an honest one-on-one duel. I accept. Don't hold anything back. Now.
This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Das ging schnell. Jetzt gucken wir mal, dass das könnte.
Gotta be quicker. Give it a shot.
Time to act.
An opening.
Da war wohl nicht.
Looking rough. Gotta be quicker. I see it. I'm sorry. I'm going to withdraw. Seat.
Not working out. My training not enough.
Time to act. An opening. Time to attack.
casting of Taishi Tsu was most impressive. I had not foreseen this, but it matters not. We will continue as planned. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
I know how to get the job done.
I am glad you're here. I was actually getting a little anxious.
I was just thinking of you. And now, we've come to help.
Mist. Ich bin gerade so doof zu blocken.
I know how to get the job done.
Allies are doing well. The enemy officer has been defeated. Good. Now we are ready to execute the plan. Spread rumors among the enemy that Taishi Tsu has betrayed them and surrendered to our side. We must take this opportunity to drive a wedge between Liu Yao and Taishi Tsu.
Blows in our favor. Onward! Press the attack all the way to Liu Yao. Time to advance!
Reporting, my lord! Lord Taishi Tsu has betrayed us! He has already surrendered to Sun Tzu!
Possibly have been defeated so easily. He was just waiting for the right moment to stab us in the back. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
How could Lord Taishi Tsu betray us?
It seems the enemy ranks have fallen into disarray. Taishi Tsu must have been a very important figure among our forces. But we must stay focused. We can use this advantage to take the remaining enemy bases.
Sehr schön.
They've engaged the enemy over there. We're heading to back them up. I will break you. Shoot the advance. And open it. Things don't seem right with the soldiers. Something I
The
can't
enemy officer has been defeated.
believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Es ist dann egal wie, ob du den da bloß ein bisschen textlich ändern.
To my aid. I was never worried that we wouldn't. Not the least. Lord Liu Yao. Sun Tzu's forces are unstoppable. We will defend the stronghold. Please escape while there is still time. To opening the gates and welcoming the enemy inside. We cannot believe a word that comes from the mouth of Taishi Tsu. Do not open the gates under any circumstances. Lord Liu Yao. Bring them to trust me. My word. I have no choice. This gate is my gap. I will fight them to the last man.
You're here.
Gotta be quicker
I
than
am
this.
thankful for the help. Lord Sun Tzu's vigor has the men in high spirits. Perhaps it is in his nature to rule.
Sake of those who believe in me.
Ey, genau da rennt er weg. Was ist denn das für einer? Du Arschloch.
I've been tasked with guarding these lands. I shall be
Ja, machen wir hier noch Duell.
Close the gates behind you.
Deswegen wusste ich es ja nicht.
Time to end this. Cannot be. The enemy officer. Are you willing to fight them even now?
I like your attitude. If that's how you feel, then we'll have to fight till only one remains standing.
impressive indeed. Losing a battle fought with all of one's strength is no cause for regret. An opening. You're outshining everyone else.
Mal die Tür auf.
And learn your ways.
He has talent, but is not arrogant. No words can break his convictions. Commendable fellow indeed.
Time Taishi
Gotcha! Another one falls behind me.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Ready yourself.
Ich mach mich bereit.
Shun are amazing. A true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Ja, rennt. Bestimmt sind hier noch Gegner.
The wind will not blow in your favor forever.
Finally defeated Liu Yao.
Gegen sind uns schwor.
Yes, it's starting to take shape. A kingdom of our own.
Hat ich eigentlich schon Level 11 gehabt? Ich habe gar nicht gesehen, geguckt, so richtig. Ja, jetzt hat er jetzt. Und jetzt greifen wir noch die Koalition an, die sich gegen uns verbündet hat. Ah. Der bleibt hier. Wir greifen
Old
an.
Zuluan has it discerning.
For every supporter of the Sioux,
Jetzt machen wir wo. Dann haben wir Johannschuh und dann können wir loslegen. Weißt. Das ist auch Sperbe schon, ne? Hm. Chillig. Was bedauert mit.
It is I, Sun Shang, the Bow Maiden.
We can do it.
Wir haben jetzt so zwei große Mächte, die.
this battle will serve as the next step towards establishing our kingdom. Come, let us begin the fight.
I see it. Do not engage,
The enemy officer
We need to rendezvous with the main army. Post haste. We'll face so soon once we join forces. Now,
we will take care of Suan Su's force. Your lot go on ahead and join the other units. Yes, sir. Thank you for your help.
looking rough.
The enemy seems to be gathering their forces. The enemy officer must break through their defenses and keep them from amassing. Take this. Never surrender to you. This territory, and even the enemy officer has been defeated.
Rohre auf!
Everyone, keep pushing. We must stop them here at all costs.
See it all.
Retreat.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Another one falls behind me.
Lord Yen Bai Hu is rallying men together. We will take care of Sun's forces. You head to the rendezvous point. This territory
Oh, das Ding kaputt.
Chances against their entire army. The enemy officer. Don't forget those stragglers making their way back to the main force. Chase them down.
They're right where we want them.
Oh nee,
Those stones tumbling.
Schön in die falsche Richtung. Oh ne, Steine.
Taking out the
Die Steine.
command should prove most effective. I'll handle this. Forward march.
Ah, du machst. Mach die Tür auf, bevor der da unten ist. Nee, da rennt. Bleibe da oben. Und der ist unten. Hinterher. Oh ne, Doppelstein. Wenn ich mir jetzt hier.
So the fighting has already begun. We need to get these supplies to the main army.
Nicht ist.
Supplies. This late into the battle, the enemy clearly wasn't prepared. We won't get a better opportunity than this. Advance! Take out the supplies!
Token of good faith. I'll let
Wo kommen denn die jetzt her?
road connecting the two garrisons to the north. Guanglong and Yanbai move their troops along that road. We take one garrison, separate their forces.
This territory arrows have stops.
Now we can push on.
Lord Yanbai Hu, we'll fight too. Just tell us what to do.
Incoming reinforcements will be put on the back foot if they join the enemy.
All right. That's the last of the transport units taken care of. Our forces have
Moment.
done well.
Transport units have been destroyed. Rallying everyone was a bad idea. Now is the time. Bring the whole army together as one. On me, fist warriors. Together, we will destroy the enemy once and for all.
Der größte Streitwaffe ist mal so schlecht. Nimm ich noch mit.
For Lord Longlong's aid will prove difficult now.
Battle is more intense than I anticipated. We'll continue to fight without complaint.
Yielding power, worthy of a true warrior of the this kind of trouble,
Ich geh mal von hinten, ne.
we have to keep going.
Noch keine große Armee?
Do we push on knowing that
Ah.
we'll be paid, or avoid danger by going the long way around?
Oh nee, das war der falsche Knopf.
Push down the last boulder.
Oh Mann.
Now is the time to strike. Bring them down. My strength is not enough.
I must fulfill my duty as governor of Wege. The safety of this land lies in my hands.
Und so geht's gut.
The moment has come. Looking rough.
Failure. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now, feeling rough.
I see you. What's next? See it all.
Weil die anderen habt
The
schon.
officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Time to act.
Take this.
And I think this day would go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The defeat must turn tail and flee. This land is yours, Sun Tzu.
We managed to stop them. Now we can focus on the enemy officer.
Jetzt geht's zum Feind.
Time to end this.
Anderen Überresten.
Holding back. Give us everything you have.
They will not take root without shedding blood. With this blade, I will fulfill my duty.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle.
Ja. Ne, ist so. Jawohl, die 2000. Den Finished, ja.
Enemy officer
Everyone's
has been defeated.
There's no way we're losing this.
Dieser 1 AP wieder.
I must retreat for now.
Nicht mit Rückzug.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Only that wretched Sun swap then show his face. Ready yourself. Regrettable.
Whoa. The enemy officer has been
Meet
defeated.
the enemy with all my might. My land. My people. I couldn't protect.
Ist das eine Waffe? Das ist eine Waffe. Ach nee, das ist keine Waffe.
From your
Ne.
blood, our nation will be born. Enemy or not, never will I forget those sacrifices. And that is precisely why I shall make it the greatest kingdom to have ever existed.
Aber ey. Was welche Waffe spiele ich jetzt? Ich meine, wenn ich jetzt die Handschuhe wegklatsche, brauche ich viel Fläche. Aber das, was immer alles so ganz groß viel Fläche hat bei mir, bin ich jetzt entweder kurz vor Maximallevel, wie die. Mit der sind es Maximallevel. Ich will aber die Level, die XP eigentlich schon ausnutzen. Obwohl ich hätte ne. Ich könnte vielleicht die Zwillingspiken ein bisschen ausnutzen, sogar dabei. Da gibt es so einen Spam-Angriff. Da kannst du ein bisschen neu feuern. Dann nimmst du große Mengen mit.
How much encouragement people have gained from these.
Der eine Skill, der mir sogar fehlt. Welcher? Ne, krieg ich den, wenn ich alle Waffen gelevelt habe oder durch die Kampagne irgendwie durch, wo alle Geschenke habe oder
My
so.
brothers were
Na, jetzt der kaiserliche Erlass von Yanshu.
I caught a massive fish. It's been a while, but we're eating one guy.
The more battles they have, the busier. I'm so hungry.
Also mal wieder speichern. Und dann vielleicht crasht das Ding jetzt nicht nochmal. Wie es eine Mal, wo ich so kurz vorm Ende war. Aber ich ganz kurz vor Ende der Cutscene, wo ich hätte speichern können. Also bis er jetzt hier.
Let's begin.
It is I, Sun Shangshan, the Bone Maiden.
We can do it!
Finde ich ein bisschen schade, dass man eigentlich nur an gewissen Checkpoints die Story nochmal von neu spielen kann. Und manchmal so Bock hat, irgendwelche Missionen zu spielen, so einzelne. Also du kannst sie dann spielen, so wie im Free Mode. Aber wenn du so Dinge ändern willst und dann die Storybaum weitermachen willst oder so, dann tust halt den Storybaum nicht, die Story dann nicht fortsetzen, sondern du dann bloß die Mission machen. Dann kommst du wieder zu dem ursprünglichen, wo du warst. Das finde ich ein bisschen schade. Aber ist jetzt eher kleineres. Jetzt ja nichts groß Schlimmes, aber ja, ganz cool, wenn es geht. Der ist rausgekommen. Das hat ja noch gar nicht gehabt.
We will attempt to infiltrate the castle by scaling the walls. Push through my might. Cut a path through the enemy. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Just how futile such a move is!
We should use the ram to break the gates. And I rely on you to advance the front or clear a path for it.
2 Minuten, das reichen. Oh. Piep.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Dare bear your fangs at Lord Yuan Shu? Ingrate! You shall pay for your indiscretion! Begin the advance!
Blast! Three of us beat in numbers. We just have to cut down every foe that stands before us. The enemy is on the back foot.
The enemy officer has been
Pushing
defeated.
them back.
Okay, boom. Okay.
The enemy officer
Secured our
has
victory!
been defeated. There is no need to resist. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I shall crush any enemy who comes our way. The Imperial seal is in my grasp.
Kommt denn jetzt? Hä? Wo müssen wir jetzt hin? Das habe ich ja noch gar nicht gehabt. Ja, machen wir halt die gleich weg. Wieder.
We have finally latched onto Shou Tsun's ramparts. The enemy officer has been defeated. Sweep the enemy off the wall. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go! How did they push through with such pitiful numbers?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
But we shall not let you run amok in the castle!
Ladders have been secured to the castle walls. Come, let us take the ramparts.
Bring as many comrades as you wish. You shall not enter the castle. Now while I'm around.
An opening. Call my mates. The enemy officer
Turning in our
has
favor.
been defeated.
Increase the pace and press the attack.
This battle should have been ours for the taking. All right. The siege tower has reached the walls. Now we can storm the castle. The enemy officer has been defeated. Stalwart heroes of Wu. Now is our time to take the castle.
Time to advance!
The enemy officer cannot hold out any longer.
Die haben da irgendwie eine Leiter noch gestellt. Geht ja hoch oder geht das? Ja,
Good. With this, the enemy assault should wane. Now's our chance.
da kommt die Verstärkung.
The enemy has breached the castle walls? Time for you to fulfill your duty as my personal guard. Engage these insolent curs who would harm your emperor. Let's go. Do not let them near Lord Yuan Shu. The emperor. Protect him, even if it costs us our lives.
Das ist eigentlich so interessant, wie der einfach durch dieses kaiserliche Siegel für viele Leute aber sagt, ja, das ist in Ordnung.
The enemy officer
Truly
has
is
been defeated.
incredible.
The enemy officer has been
Wo der eigentliche Kaiser immer noch lebt und alles nicht mal unterworfen worden ist. In dem Sinne.
From the ramparts should abate.
Ich meine, die können noch schon sagen, in einer Art unterworfen, ja. Aber es steht ja unter Cao Schutz.
Felt it right from the beginning.
Ja, kann ich einfach vorbeilaufen. Ja, die Verteidigung hat wohl nicht so gut funktioniert, Jungs.
Excellent. Broken through the gate. Bring me Yuan Shu's head. Now advance.
The gates! We won't be able to hold out much longer! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough.
Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Your combat abilities are
The
terrific.
enemy officer
They shall serve as an
been
example
defeated.
for my own efforts.
Okay, let's stop right here.
Okay. We should hold up here before moving ahead any further.
I've been waiting for this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Nö. Wollen sie schießen?
Fight is on. The enemy officer has been defeated.
What you do?
We'll give them a taste of our strength.
Okay, wenn da.
We have a good opportunity here. Everyone, let's attack.
Our strength is unrivaled. Show them what we're made of. My glorious heroes, come with me. Fight alongside me.
The army grows larger still. We cannot underestimate Yuan Shu for even a moment.
The enemy officer
Yuan Shu has been defeated.
Whenever he makes a move, something is bound to happen.
Something is amiss.
Bring him down.
Weg.
Strike
The
him
enemy officer
directly.
has been defeated.
Schilling.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Ich hoffe, ich treffe jetzt Johann Schuh nicht.
Sure are amazing. True warrior of the three kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Steine.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Regroup at once! Well, Sun in the flesh. It has been some time. I shall forgive you for the blasphemy of not kneeling before, given our relationship. But if you bear your fangs at me, I shall not spare you.
It's not as if I'm ungrateful. What's more, I have an obligation. I'm the one who handed the Imperial Seal over to you. I have to take responsibility for that decision.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Your glorious emperor on his expedition. Yuan Shu's presence in this war cannot be overlooked. It would be best to stop him if we can. This is tough, but they won't take me down that easily.
An impressive display. One suit of time's right for a true warrior of the three kingdoms.
Macht die Armee kaputt.
Mrs. Banner, someone doesn't give their
So noch länger rein. Was passiert eigentlich, wenn die 15% durch sind? Ist das halt ein One-Shot oder ist es einfach bloß? Das ist doch noch interessant, was passiert. Aber was passiert? Einfach bloß.
Sets my mind at ease. Needing to come to my aid has been defeated. I guess it's an acceptable situation. This is unthinkable. And of my great army, my glory shattered into dust. The enemy officer has been defeated. If you dare call yourself my soldiers, show some backbone. An opening.
Aber recht schnell ist zusammen gehört hat. Wo kommt denn der her? Ah, das ist durch die Reichweite. Wahrscheinlich hast du den getroffen. Habe ich mich gerade noch nicht? Oh. Das mir bloß nicht wird angezeigt. War da keine andere Möglichkeit gewesen. Ich kann es glaube ich nicht so oft passieren lassen, weil es dann schlecht für den Moral.
Appreciate having you around in a pinch like this. Almost makes
is bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for. One down. Many more to go. The enemy officer.
Weil jetzt erst 5600.
Just when to come to my aid.
Und brauchen wir mal so viele.
Miserable curse. Nobody cares to call yourself my soldiers. Show some backbone.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
My strength is not enough.
Let's go. You've come. There is little to worry about with your presence here.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Enemies to my power.
Das war schon schön.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gather my elite soldiers.
This won't you?
Your glorious emperor on his expedition.
The enemy officer has been defeated. We must make haste so as to not be
Ja,
overwhelmed.
wir hatten ja eigentlich auch.
As a true warrior of the three
Ist denn überhaupt? Ah. Ich hab zwar noch Luft Das war falsch knapp. Ich wollte gerade aktivieren.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening. Let's go.
Things are looking bad. But I refuse to consider this.
The enemy officer has been
Komm. Geh kaputt.
You're here to assist. Many things. With you at my side,
Das muss ja jetzt mal kaputt gehen, die Streitmacht.
even more.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Es ist tatsächlich mit der Zwillingspiken deutlich schwerer als gedacht.
Stand under the authority of your emperor. Rejoice, take heart, and take pride in this great honor. Hurrah! Let's do this. For the emperor. Looking rough. Take this. Strategy can overpower this speed. I have never known defeat.
The enemy officer has been defeated. You knew you'd come out. I'm glad. I believe in you. The enemy officer
was just
has been defeated.
now.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Eigentlich schon die 10.000 Kills haben mindestens.
Been waiting for this.
Das ist mir schon wichtig.
Miserable curse. You dare call yourself my soldiers? Show some backbone.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Komplett.
It is you. I've nothing more to worry about. This will do it. I'll give this all my passion. You are indeed a true warrior of the three kingdoms. You have a need to you that others do not. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Dass sie Streit macht, einfach auch nicht platzen will gerade.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Deutlich mehr gegen mir als... Wieder seiner. Warte mal kurz.
Watch the master at work.
Behold, my subjects! Your emperor is taking to the
The
field.
enemy officer has been defeated.
His Majesty stands in the front lines himself.
The enemy
He
officer
cannot let his
has been
boundless
defeated.
courage go unanswered. Things are just starting to get
The enemy officer has been
especially now that
defeated.
you're here.
Thank you for rushing in to save me. Help me be free from this position. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. You really are something special. A true warrior of the three kingdoms.
Und ja. Faulstut.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Ja, ich hab gesehen, da ist ein Gleich.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is bad. Someone better get here fast. We're done for.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. But I will continue to fight without complaint.
Some days, that feeling can let you down. Those are the days I need you the most.
You fight with the strength of a tiger. You may indeed be the strongest of all.
I can't believe
The enemy officer has been defeated. Crushing them.
can't believe this.
Weil so will ich das haben.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You knew just when to come to my aid. I was never worried that you wouldn't. Not in the least.
The enemy officer has
You
been
never
defeated.
fail to amaze me.
Dann machen wir die Cycle noch durch. Wenn er dann wieder nächste Streit macht, dann mach ich den fertig.
Anybody provide me with a decent challenge?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
My soldiers?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh, seh nicht.
You're a true warrior of the three kingdoms.
Mal kurz auf Hell machen. Den Tausender mach ich noch fix voll. Nee. Das ist gerade so. Jawohl, 12.000. Ich wollte gerade fragen, warum kann ich ja keinen Schaden zufügen? Steine voraus.
Possess the Imperial Seal. I am the Emperor.
The Imperial Seal holds neither power nor value. How ironic, Yuan Shu, for it is you who have shown me this. I shall go on ahead on my own 2 feet, together with my comrades.
An impressive display, worthy of Lord Sun Jian.
Na, jetzt haben wir das. Das nächste Gespräch, das war wirklich ein letzter Sitz, der da gefehlt hatte. Nicht einmal. Ja, Lubu hat's weggeklatscht. Das Ereignis. Speichern. Denn jetzt sind wir auf aktuellen Stand.
They say the Sun family comes from around here.
Sorry for dragging you all the way out here. And you needn't be so formal and polite with me. It was only recently that I joined the Sun clan. That's why I'd like to get to know everyone better. Grow closer. I figured I could start with you. I can see your guard's up. You can relax, though. I've just taken an interest in you. The Sun clan's roar has been heard throughout the land as of late. Lord Zhou Yu cited your service as a great contribution to such advances. So, I'd like to hear why you joined up with the Sun clan. And don't skimp on the details, please. Perhaps you and I are similar, having entrusted Lord Xuan Su with some kind of hope of ours. For some time now, I've dreamed of setting out in these turbulent times, dashing through the land along with warriors of prominence. And I did become involved with many such individuals, but among them, Lord Xuan Su was simply on another level. I knew I could entrust him with my aspirations and concentrate fully on my efforts to realize them. So, that's my story. I'd like to hear yours, whenever you feel ready to tell it.
I really went on there for a while. Regardless, as we're fighting under the same flag, wouldn't it be best to be on friendly terms? Ah, that's just what I was hoping to hear. You know, I'm actually feeling a bit overwhelmed here. Despite being a newcomer, I've been given an important task, laying the groundwork for the Sun clan. To accomplish that, I will need to rely on the opinions of those who have traveled throughout the land, like yourself. As such, I'd really appreciate it if you'd join me in discussion from time to time. It would be like a secret strategy council. You'd really be doing me a favor.
I ran into Lord Wang Gai outside the city. Think I can tell people I met him?
Günstig haben wir nicht.
You serve as the fangs and claws of the tiger.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
How much encouragement people...
Working hard, I see, Huangai.
Why? This is nothing. If we are to continue our rise, it's going to take all the effort we can muster.
I'm grateful, but... Are you sure you're not overdoing it? I've heard you've been extremely busy.
Overdoing it?
The princess is right, you know.
They say being busy is a privilege to be had. But it's never good to go overboard. Besides, you're getting more attention than I am.
Actually, I've been trying my best to be inconspicuous. There is no need for you two to concern yourselves. I am merely doing what is required of me. And you as well, Princess. I am tough enough to endure this.
Well, if you say so. But we won't be able to succeed without you. Just keep that in mind, okay?
I assure you, I won't forget it. Thank you, Princess.
Attack Jing province and defeat Liu Biao. That's what the Emperor has ordered?
Yes. Although we should bear in mind that Cao Cao is likely to have influenced the Emperor's decision.
I know we should be glad we have the Emperor's trust, and a chance to avenge Lord Sun Jian. But it doesn't feel quite right. It's like we're dancing to Cao Cao's tune. Like when we fought Yuan Shu.
It seems that Cao Cao intends to take on Yuan Sha, who now dominates Hubei. So to prevent getting struck from behind, he wants us to take out Liu Biao, who might be an ally with Yuan Sha. Very cunning of him.
In der Zeit hat man es ja nicht erobert. Das stimmt.
Still, Liu Biao is a problem for us as well, and we stand to gain something from defeating him.
It would be revenge for father's death.
The enemy of our enemy is our ally, I suppose. However, becoming a tool for Cao Cao may not be ideal, considering our future plans for our kingdom.
Cao Cao took advantage of chaotic circumstances to gain control of the Emperor, so I realize that we need to be careful with him. But I think I'm going to obey the order. We of the Sun Clan are the Han's loyal warriors. That was the ideal Father always strove for. It would be a disgrace to him if we refused a call for aid from the Emperor while claiming to be building a kingdom that will protect the people.
Lord Sun Ce,
This isn't the time to waver. We now have the strength to take on Liu Biao. This is for Father. Let's get our revenge.
There is something I'd like to ask you, given your skills. During the next battle, Sun Ce will lead our main force to Mount Shisai to assault Liu Biao's main camp. Meanwhile, I want you to take a separate force to the rear, in case the governor of Lujiang, Liu Shun, decides to make a move. A former officer in Yuan Shu's army. His post was originally to be Sun Ce's. Yuan Shu promised it to him as a reward for defeating Lord Wu Kang, the governor at the time. But then, he reneged on the promise, and appointed Liu Shun instead. Since absorbing Yuan Shu's remaining forces, Liu Shun has been building up his strength. When Sun Ce attacks Liu Biao's main force, Liu Shun will undoubtedly try to attack from the rear. That is why I want you to conquer a stronghold on the Lujiang side, so that you can keep an eye on them. We will have to fight Liu Shun eventually. It makes sense for us to try and eliminate as many of our rivals in Jiangdong as possible. Are you willing to do it? I appreciate it. The situation is murky this time around. It's best we take every precaution we can. As Sun Ce's influence grows, his number of potential enemies increases. The veteran officers, Lu Su and I, are all keeping our eyes out. But, no, let us not talk about this. I do not want my pessimism to spread to you as well.
Das könnte vielleicht wirklich die Mission sein, wo Sun Ce sterben kann, wenn sich standard die ganze Kampagne spielt, dann stirbt er definitiv.
For every supporter of the Sun family, there's someone else who openly shuns them.
Lord Huanggai. Lord...
Talking back to those in power, Land.
Mal die Halbmondklinge. Alte Münze.
Let's begin.
Gemäß des kaiserlichen Erlasses, Liu Biao zu besiegen, marschieren unsere Truppen auf Jing zu. Unser Vormarsch wird jedoch dadurch behindert, dass unsere Feindstellung am Berg Sisai eingenommen hat.
Now then,
Sie werden von Liu Biaos Manghuang zukommandiert. Es versteht sich von selbst, dass unsere Chance ist, Sun Jian zu rächen. Den Mistkerl in dieser Schlacht niederzuschlagen, sowohl die Wünsche des Kaisers erfüllen, als auch uns die gewollte Befriedigung bringen. Liu Kang, der Gouverneur von Lujiang, führt verdächtige Bewegungen an der Rückseite von Liu Biaos Streitkräften aus. Ich werde mich um ihn kümmern, gemeinsam mit Lady Shangxiang, Huanggai und mit mir. Sun Ce wird mit unserer Hauptstreitmacht von Huangzu marschieren. Aber das ist keine Entschuldigung, um meine Abwesenheit leichtsinnig zu sein. Verstanden, Sun Ce? Sogar ich verstehe, wie wichtig die Sicherheit eines Kommandanten ist. Sollte es gefährlich werden, vertraue ich, dass sie auf mich aufpasst. Die Chance, Huangzu zu töten, bietet sich mir endlich. Ich sorge dafür, dass ich meinen Vater mit erhobenem Kopf von seinem Ende berichten kann. Ich werde alles daran setzen, um mein Vermächtnis zu etwas machen, auf das man stolz sein kann. Ich denke, ich werde wahrscheinlich schnell genug sein müssen, um rechts dort oben aufzuräumen. Und dann muss ich da runter. Das wird jetzt interessant, weil ich habe nämlich keine Ahnung, was ich zu tun habe. Ja. Bei anderen Missionen habe ich es ja schon immer mal gemacht und
We of the Sun clan have longed for this moment. As the blade of the hand, we shall strike our long-hated foe. Let's move out, everyone. Forge on ahead and hold nothing back. Remember the plan. I lead Liu Xuan. The enemy officer has been defeated.
We shall guard this position. But brother, you two as always, and charge on ahead as you see fit.
I knew I could count on you, Twain. Come, let's make this fight all we've got.
Glory to the man who strikes. Give it to the
All my might.
None shall get close enough to strike Lord Sun. You'll have to get through me first.
warum wollte ich gerade blocken überhaupt? So dumm.
The enemy officer has been defeated. All my might. Our momentum has returned. The enemy officer
to make use of
has been defeated.
Another one falls behind me.
Sun Quan is focused on Liu Biao's forces. Now is our chance to strike at his back. We advance.
Liu Xuan's men are on the move. Let's plan. We shall strike at their rear, circle around from the east, and quickly take control of the base. Has been defeated.
Now, advance!
Hm.
Do you intend to strike Liu Xuan's army head on? Not how I would do things, but I leave this to your discretion. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Straight on through!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough. Whoa.
Let's go. Another one falls behind me.
The little conqueror, Sun, trampling the Shanyue people underfoot, all for the sake of domination. His ambitions must
Die
be
Ballung kann doch hier erzählen.
Could it be? Better ready yourself. That's not possible.
Let's go. Looking rough.
Sash,
The enemy officer has been defeated.
those eyes.
This territory is ours.
Let's go. Flanked by Sun Quan's forces? So our own tactic has been used against us.
The detachment seems to have made a dent in their defenses. Unrest is spreading through the enemy ranks.
Let's go.
I knew they'd come through for us. Now then, time to clean up the rest of this riffraff.
I'm glad to have you with us.
The enemy officer.
Come, the enemy's rattled. This is our chance.
Ja, ich bin schon dabei.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! Bring him down. Start the advance.
All right.
Meant to catch Sun Tzu off guard. They saw through our plans.
The enemy officer.
I shall break your head and strike a blow to
The
your
enemy
foe.
officer has been defeated.
We no longer have to fear attacks from the rear. Go, Sun Tzu. Take your revenge on Lord Sun Jian. The time has finally come. I could not have made it this far without you, Jun. Knowing that you're watching my back means that I can afford to be just a little careless out there.
Another one falls behind cowardice. The enemy officer has been
Our
defeated.
only option here. As regrettable as it may be. Let's go.
There should be a good shortcut up ahead. Let's go.
With all my might.
Das ist jetzt die Frage, ist, ob ich unten beschützen müsste.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. It's futile now. That won't be enough to stop us. Not as we are now.
Our troops are in high spirits indeed. No one can match our skill. The enemy officer caught up has been defeated.
Attack! Let's go! What are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
You sure are amazing. A true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Oh!
Let's give it to them! Get ready now!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Der ist komplett drumherum.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gracefully, warrior.
The enemy officer has
I
been
can't help
defeated.
but gaze at your feats.
The ones who attacked us are all taken care of. Wong Su is the only one left.
Let's go. Time to advance.
Haben wir jetzt...
Unrivaled strength and bravery to spearhead our assault. Has my brother always struck such a stalwart figure?
Ja, ran. Jetzt.
The enemy officer
Challenge you to
has
battle.
been defeated.
Kangxi.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Take that!
Okay, dann ist später.
Raise a cry of victory, men!
Hm. Jetzt geht es mit Schuhe wieder, mit Beiderhahn. Ich fand das schon irgendwie komisch.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What's wrong, Zuluan? Why aren't you saying anything? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you never would have allied yourself with Sun Ce and become a vassal to the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful. Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down
thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. In these times of strife, the only people lauded as heroes are those who wield their blades with abandon and drown themselves in blood. In that sense, Sun Ce certainly is a hero. He's building his nation atop the bodies of those who oppose him. If you choose to follow his path, I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. A true hero is one who saves people and brings peace to the world. But such heroes no longer exist.
I caught a massive fish. It's been a while, but we're eating.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
Ist recht interessant, dass man es trotz alledem, dass man auf beide mal trifft. Ich fand es jetzt ein bisschen komisch, trotz alledem. Auch wenn es storytechnisch noch normal verständlich ist. Aber was mich ja verwundert hat, war halt, wo man sich für Sun Ce entscheidet. Weil soweit ich... Also ich habe es schon wieder vergessen, weil ich dann doch wieder so... Ja, so Demenzschlag hatte oder so, keine Ahnung. Aber eigentlich bei Liu Bei und Cao Cao taucht Schuhe am Anfang nicht auf, wenn du dich für jemanden entscheidest. Bei Sun Ce war es das so. Irgendwie habe ich damit gerechnet, dass man eher gegen die kämpft oder dass die auftaucht und dass man gegen eine Halluzination kämpft tatsächlich. Aber scheinbar nicht.
It will take a while for your wounds to fully heal. Don't push yourself too hard in the meantime.
I don't intend to.
As long as you understand. But don't say you had no choice because you were protecting your lord. Honorable wounds are as deadly as any.
Oh. They have been tended to. Nothing serious.
Were you even listening? I said it is essential that you rest. Unbelievable. It goes in one ear and out the other. Do you want to aggravate your wounds and have your lord be racked with guilt after you injured yourself saving him?
But Lord Sun Quan wouldn't. For someone like me.
He needs you to be healthy and strong, and that means taking care of yourself. Would you please talk to him? Find out what troubles him so? He'll never heal at this rate.
What troubles me? Am I so easy to read? Lord Sun Quan is avoiding me. When I was injured, he apologized profusely. I could barely get him to raise his head. It feels like he is trying to distance himself from me. You think so?
See, he agrees with me, right? Your relationship is like a shoe sore. Because your hearts are not properly aligned in caring for each other. The friction is gradually starting to hurt.
What should I do? A long talk. I don't want to be a bother. But this is no time to be timid. If I want to make this right. Thank you. I will heed your counsel. I will speak frankly to Lord Sun Quan, no matter how much it may frighten me.
Speichern.
Chuha. I see. I had been wondering who she was and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Chuha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Ziluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Chuha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Chuha, Bailuan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Ziluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. Well, while you've been off fighting, I've been busy myself. Very busy, in fact. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Ziluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. Ah, he's just so cool.
Nimm die mit.
Talking back to those in power landed me a stint. I hear the town's stonemason. What does peace even look?
What kind of life does
This town has gotten.
For the sake of Lord Taotao's rule, for my family, I cannot rest, not even for a moment.
Ja. Hilfe in der Provinz. Dann machen wir das mal fix. Wollen wir uns verabschieden von der Schule.
Let's go. Advance!
Komm.
All of you, follow me! Yeah. Let's march!
This location is too valuable to be taken. Fortify our defenses, comrades!
All my might!
Gotta be quicker.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Good eye!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
Nee, oh nee. Mit die.
Take this. The momentum is on our side. Excellent opportunity. Got you.
key to turning the tide. The enemy officer has been defeated. Immediately. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Now.
In 2000 machen wir noch Feld.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. Give her all. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Ey.
Let's go.
Sensen wir durch.
A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of battle. Guess you wanna die. Now. Check that. Making my way up. The enemy officer has been defeated. Will make a fine addition to our territory. The enemy officer has been defeated. Now. Bring them down. Let's go. Nice. Looking rough. Trace fell to my incredible might. Bring them down. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
Sicherheitshalber. Nicht, dass ich nochmal durchschauen muss, weil es wird abstürzt. Es passiert selten, aber es passiert leider, beziehungsweise dass es abstürzt.
So you remember? We fought the government forces that came to purge our village and were cut down. And now, you know. I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past. Born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, Do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you. Zilwan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. No, I think not. Now that you've rediscovered your past, you've no more need of a doctor. Besides, I was thinking of taking a trip to the place where my father studied medicine. Better late than never, huh? As for you, Ziluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. My, how you've changed. Ziluan, the old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds. But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Chuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Ziluan. I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.
I was wondering who the new threat was. So they were after Sun Tzu. I appreciate you informing me. Sun Tzu will be safe for now, and he escaped injury in the last battle as well. Agreed. And as it happens, I have received another worrying piece of news.
There has been an uprising by the remaining forces of Shigong, the former governor of Wu, and the now leaderless Shanyue. They might gain support from other factions looking to invade Xiangdong. If we attack Liu Biao without taking care of them, the ground we stand on will swiftly collapse.
We have made all this progress through sheer momentum and the force of Sun Tzu's will. But now, the cracks are threatening to show. It may be wise for us to hold for a moment. We cannot proceed without solid footing. But I know Sun Tzu, and he's not one to just stay put.
I caught a massive fish. It's been a while, but we're eating well tonight.
Rennen wir mal mit denen.
ceased to amaze me. You smashed straight through the enemy line and sent their soldiers scattering. It felt as if I'd be left in the dust if I took my eyes off you for a moment.
It was a bold move, brother. To lead your men from the front line like that. I hope I may someday have the courage to do the same.
My lord, I wouldn't advise that.
Me neither. Don't just imitate what I do, Chuen. You have your own strengths and talents. Charging ahead like an enraged bull is just in my nature, though I suppose I may have inherited it from my father. But without you and Zhou to hold up the flanks and consolidate our gains, my mad assaults would be as useful as charging the sea.
Sun Tzu.
What's with that look? I'm just following your advice and trying a little self-reflection.
But, sir, you didn't mention me. What do I bring to the table?
Well, that's easy. You're just as crazy as me and the old man. Next battle, let's smash through the enemy lines together.
Thanks for that.
This family. But come now. Your kingdom is growing stronger by the day, which is why you must move to solidify your position. I've been hearing some disturbing rumors from the north. A new storm may soon be upon us, and we do well to prepare for its coming.
So once we've quashed this rebellion, Tzu should take a rest from his labors and leave the work to his faithful siblings, right? There are no enemy lines to smash at the moment. A perfect time for you to rest and recuperate, Tzu, until your particular talents are needed again.
All right, all right. You know what? I think I'll visit Father's grave. A lot has been going on, and he'll want to hear the news.
Well, with a battle of such a massive scale, a kingdom-wide strategy can affect its outcome. To that end, a text called The Six Secret Teachings might be of use. I can provide it, if you're interested.
Thank you. I would be most indebted.
Ah, good thing you came when you did. I have just been talking with someone exceptional, not unlike yourself. This man here.
Who? Me? I don't think I fit that description at all. Oh, yes. Pardon me. I am Louis Meng. I believe this is the first time we've met.
He is the mightiest of all our young officers, and is also highly talented in matters unrelated to war. Quick-witted, curious, and adept at learning. He's surely the most promising of our newer officers. Although, that said, I'm almost just as new.
You mustn't downplay your achievements, Lord Lu Su. Ooh, depends on you enormously. If I am to match you, I will have to make great efforts.
Yes, that's the spirit. This kingdom offers plenty of opportunities, no matter whether you're a newcomer or a veteran. Your time will come soon enough, and I, for one, cannot wait to see it. I hope you will give him your support.
I appreciate it. I'm determined to fully develop my skills as soon as possible. As a matter of fact, I've already heard so much about you. And I was amazed. They say you won the Sun family's trust simply through your own deeds, without anyone to vouch for you.
You have his respect, and he'd like to make you his role model. Isn't that right, Louis Meng?
Lord Lu Su. I'm the one who's embarrassed. I should have asked him to keep that secret. In any case, I intend to continue improving. Even more so now that you've heard that. I hope we can better ourselves together.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. He's just so cool.
Ich weiß nicht. Ich muss sagen, weil. Was der noch zu sagen hat.
I wasn't expecting to have to deal with the Shan Yue again. We may have gone about things too hastily.
They are merely a rabble. I doubt they will pose much of a problem. Although... I hear that Yuan Shao and Cao Cao are about to clash in Hebei. It's possible that one of them was worried about us intervening, and so instigated the uprising.
Either way, we will do what we always do. Rout the enemy and quash the uprising. Nothing complicated. We're counting on you, too. Keep an eye on Lord Suan Tzu, would you? Just in case.
I couldn't think of anyone better for the task. Now, let's all do our part to ensure everything goes according to plan. Well, it's almost time for the meeting. I just hope we get through this battle without...
What's this? Why, it's quiz time.
Business has been good.
Hier ist auf dem Laden. Selber, bloß ein bisschen. So. Ich denke mal, wir machen ja langsam mal Schluss. Für den Tag. Und voilà, so weiter. Wir werden am Donnerstag weitermachen. Wollte ich das mal so behaupten. Und ja. Da wird es weiter in der Story gehen. Gucken, ob wir das gleich fast schaffen, den zu retten. Ohne da wird das ich weiß, was ich zu tun habe. Wird schwierig, aber machbar vielleicht. Wird sehen. Naja. Und wünsche euch noch einen guten Abend. Und dann sehen wir uns am Donnerstag wieder. Bis dann, auf Wiedersehen.